Do you love pegboard organization as much as I do? Well, if you do, this is the video for you.
Vascotoys, action figure, dioramas, and props.
This is my 16 by 9 foot shed, and I love pegboard organization. So what I want to do is add a third wall. You guys can see the first one is right behind me, and then I did add a second one not that long ago. And if you guys want to, take a look at my shed workshop tour from earlier this year. It'll be up in the top corner. You can click through and check that out. For this project, I headed to Lowe's to get my pegboard. I haven't been the best about sweeping up in the workshop lately, so I start out by cleaning my area. Just to make sure I didn't leave any extra debris, I busted out the shop vac and sucked all of the excess up. The previous owner of this shed really liked using nails, which I had to remove before I got started. The last time I did a pegboard project, I put up this extra scrap piece just to hold me over, knowing that I would eventually make this part of the shop a full pegboard wall. So my first order of business was taking down this old scrap piece of pegboard. And because I used screws to initially install this was a very easy process. Just had to make sure I found all the screws, remove them, and then I was good to go. I quickly test fitted the piece, grabbed myself some drywall screws, and then started drilling straight into the studs of the framing of my shed. And I always like to overdo it with the supports because I know I'm going to be hanging a lot of stuff on here, and I want those things to be as secure as possible hanging from the pegboard. So I was hoping that I wasn't going to have to cut just yet, but this outlet right here and the shelf that I have installed are making this so I can't fit it flat against the wall the way I need to. You see it's kind of bowing out, so I am going to have to do a slight cut on one of these boards real quick before I put it up. In case you guys don't know, I absolutely love the Ryobi 1+ tools, and I just got this new jigsaw, so it's just in time for me to use it on this project. I'm really excited to see how it works. I've been wanting a jigsaw for a long time, and this was actually a Christmas gift from my mom, so thanks Mom, and it worked like a dream. Loved it. Made this process very easy. Alright guys, so we got the piece cut. Now we got to test fit it before I put it up. Moment of truth. Let's see if it works. It's perfect. After I get the piece where I want it, it's back to drilling directly into the studs. For the third and final piece, I had to make a cut, so here I'm just marking where I want to make that cut up against the wall. Then it was back to the jigsaw just one more time to make the final cut for this wall. So you might notice that there's a gap at the top of the wall, and that's because I mismeasured when I made my cut. That's definitely not ideal, but I'll be able to cover it up with a scrap piece of pegboard at the end of this. Now I'm in the home stretch. All I have to do is get the rest of the screws in the studs, and then I can start figuring out how I want to organize my pegboard. I knew that I wanted to put some of the heavier things on the top portion of the pegboard, so I took extra care to put in more screws here. In these shots you can see the scrap piece that I put at the top of the board, which is not terribly noticeable. So here it is, my third pegboard wall in my shed workshop. I've got all my Ryobi tools displayed on here, and I really like the way this looks. Most of these tools were in boxes in my garage, so it's really nice to be able to see them and use them whenever I want. I just have to go and get them right off the wall. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode.